Welcome back to Gadabud. Yes, I am about to make a video about a 10-year-old game. I am very excited for Grand Theft Auto 6. There's going to be plenty coverage on this channel. But one of the things that I was never able to effectively pull off 10 years ago when we were playing this game when it came out was getting one of these fighter jets out of Fort Zancudo and safely to a hangar without being shot down in the process. And 10 years a little wiser, I cooked up a pretty solid method. And to give it a brief overview, you're going to skydive into a hangar that looks kind of like this, and it's going to be sitting there in the middle. And what you want to do is try to take off just like this and do a U-shaped exit where you end up flying over the hangar out like that. And if done properly, you never activate the restricted airspace mechanism that the base has, and you can fly out untouched. And to quickly get in, we're actually going to fly a plane from here, and we're going to skydive into Fort Zancudo and try to land right next to this fighter jet so that by the time you're on the ground, the soldiers have barely even mobilized and you don't have to fire a single shot. So this method works really well. It doesn't require any cheats. I feel like anyone of any skill level can pull this off, and I felt like it was worth sharing. And this is probably going to be my only GTA offline video I'll ever make, at least for GTA 5. But I felt like this was exciting enough to go over with y'all, so let's get into it. I'm right above Fort Zancudo at night. I've dropped a quick save, and I'm going to jump out of the plane, and I'm headed straight for this hangar right here. And I want to be landing right next to this plane before these guys even know what's happening. And that was a perfect landing. The fact that this is in a hangar is really good because it gives us a lot of cover. There's some guys running out, like, what the heck's going on? And as I stated earlier, we do our U-shaped exit, barrel roll back up, get the wheels out of there, and just in case I am being shot at, I like to do this to try to make the missile miss. But I think I got a completely clean exit out of there. So nighttime is great. You can do it during the day, but I found that there are actually soldiers in the hangar, which will slow down the time to get out of there. And I think this thing might have been shot by a couple bullets, but it's pretty much untouched out of there. And for Trevor, he's got his little airfield. I think this is the one right here. Yeah, this is it. I wasn't even looking at the map. Let's bring it in. Now, to land this thing well, I'm just not using the thrusters. And now I'm going to hit the brakes after I've seen a wheel touch the ground. Trevor's car is in the hangar right now. Interesting. So I guess I need to move his car out of the way. Alright, the jet is in the hangar. And now what I want to do is get in this helicopter and fly away. I flew away and I flew back, and the jet nose is pointed out of the hangar, so I know it's stored there and it's going to be there forever. So that is a pristine fighter jet that is in Trevor's hangar. And now I need to show you something real quick about how to handle putting them in the hangars at Los Santos International if you're using Michael or Franklin. All right, now let's say that you are in game and you already have the hangar for Michael or Franklin. You already have a purchased plane here. What do? You actually can store this. There's just a couple technicalities. So I'm going to hop in my bought plane that's kind of similar to the fighter jet. And I'm going to fly back to Fort Zancudo very quickly in this and do the exact same thing again. I'm approaching during the day, and I'm going to show you how much harder this makes life. I definitely recommend doing this on Michael if you're going to do it. And having flying skill also helps a lot. There was no soldiers there, but they usually spawn in that yellow square to the left right there. So to your right when you're entering. Use slow-mo, take them out. And I made it out. And like I said before, don't use the brake until your wheels are on the ground. Because you end up crashing a little bit. This thing just flies different than the jets you're used to. So let's take it to Michael's hangar. And that jet that we arrived in is actually respawned in the hangar. And you can store the stolen jet in here, but basically if you do anything other than admire it, like if you do any action to try to change what plane's shown in there, it'll disappear forever, basically, and you gotta go steal it again. So, I'm taking that jet out. This one's in. And I'm going to fly away real quick. I have returned, and the jet is safely in the hangar. And I need to show you something really important here. And I'm going to quick save because I don't want to have to get this thing again. Okay. The jet will stay here as long as you want. But unfortunately, if I do this, try to get another plane out, I can't cycle back to that jet that I just stole. It's just gone. So if you wanted to use any of your other planes, I guess don't park the jet here. So that kind of stinks. So I'm going to reload. But yeah, I recommend before using this thing, if you don't want to repeat this process, just drop a quick save right by it. And then you can have all the fun in the world with this thing. And if you crash it or whatever, you just reload your game and you've got it back. So there you have it. I have fighter jets in the hangar of all three characters, and a conundrum that really bothered me 10 years ago is no longer an issue, and I hope it's not an issue for you either. I'm sure a lot of you are feeling nostalgic about the old Grand Theft Autos as we see all this news about Grand Theft Auto 6 about to come out. So I'm going to be playing Grand Theft Auto Online for the first time ever to finish the Platinum Trophy on this PS5 remaster to get prepared for GTA 6. I really want to hit the ground running. So I might make a few GTA Online videos potentially. I'm not sure. I'll kind of play that out as I get there. And if you're looking forward to GTA 6, stick around to this channel. I'm going to cover it a lot, and I hope to see you again soon. Y'all have a good one.